You know, to me, the secret of having a conversation where you become a person of interest is to bring value to the conversation you're about to have. And one of the things that I have really found valuable when you meet someone for the first time is to engage in a story. And what I want to do is I want to use a current event, and I want to talk to you about how you can make this current event an actual topic of discussion where you can then move away, get an appointment, and potentially develop a client. You know, the top 10% wage earners in this country, supposedly, according to the media, don't pay their fair share of taxes. We've all seen the reports, and the percentage of tax revenue that's generated from the people at the top 10% is more than enough. It's misspent, I believe. So how can we have this conversation where the people that are saying the wealthy don't pay their fair share can actually be brought into the mix? Here's how. Today, about $150,000 of income, joint, whether single or joint, doesn't matter, 150,000 puts you at or near the top 10% wage earner. And most people are not aware of that. So I want to share with you a story that one of the members in our group had several years ago. His front license plate said zero tax. And he was pulling into a coffee shop in a very liberal area of town, and this woman was standing in front of his car as he was pulling in with her hands on her hips and very disgusted look on her face. And when he got out, she said, "You know, all of this wonderful stuff is paid for by taxes." And he said, "You know, that's interesting. Would you mind if I bought you a cup of coffee?" And she said, "Okay, sure." So they went inside and they sat down after they got their coffee, and he asked the young lady, he says, "I'll bet you think the top 10% don't pay their fair share in wages." And I know they don't. They just get away with all kinds of write-offs and deductions and exemptions, and they don't have to pay any taxes at all. And he said, "Are you familiar with what income it takes to be in the top 10%? She said, "What, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year?" And at that time, it was only $110,000. And he said, "It's actually 110," and he pulled out the article because he had it in his briefcase. And she looked at him dumbfounded. And then she said, "I like your license plate. We make more than that, my husband and I." That's how you make an impact, by letting someone enjoy the realization of what they're discovering themselves without you just taking an axe and hitting them between the eyeballs saying, "Shut up, listen to me, I'm smarter than you." If you engage in conversation and allow these opportunities to develop, you become a valued person of interest, and then you've got a solution to help them with their problems. I sure hope this helps. If you want to learn more about how wealth works, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our Facebook page, Tom Love, How Wealth Really Works.